Hi guys, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Monday. It's the 20th of December. Boy, we're rolling right into Christmas here. Last three shows of the season going into the holiday, and a couple of box sets this week, as well as another album of pretty interesting Christmas music. Today we're going to take a look at a musician. Only had 2 recording sessions in his lifetime, but his influence on music is amazing. His work influenced people like Muddy Waters, Howlin' Wolf, Bob Dylan, Keith Richards, Robert Plant, and of course Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton really emulating some of the work of this artist. And we're talking about Robert Johnson. And today's box set is Robert Johnson, The Complete Recordings. 2 CD set. Again, he only recorded a handful of numbers. I think there's about 42 songs on this, on both CDs. And some of them are first and second takes. There's a few that he's changed the words on the second take. So it's kind of interesting that way. One of his more famous songs, Sweet Home Chicago, the 2 different versions, 2 different sets of lyrics. So it makes it interesting that way. Now, you may say, never really heard of Robert Johnson, but I'll tell you, you've probably heard his music. Again, these recordings were made in the mid-1930s. And what's amazing is, it's just Robert Johnson and his guitar. There was a story I read online about Keith Richards hearing him for the first time, wondering who the second guitar player was because of how intricate the parts were, and it was just Robert Johnson playing on his own. And he was just blown away by that. Give you some idea of the tunes, and some of these may sound familiar. Kind-Hearted Woman, Sweet Home Chicago, of course, and I mean that's a mainstay with a lot of bands. David Bromberg, Blues Brothers. Who hasn't recorded that, you know? When You've Got a Friend, Come On in My Kitchen. Now there's another one. You may have heard it. We talked about it back when we did the David Bromberg session. He did a cover of this on his How Late Do You Play To album. Excellent cover. Great slide guitar work by David Bromberg, and very close to what Robert Johnson was doing, but it's just an excellent sound. And again, if you haven't checked out David Bromberg yet, maybe take a look at him. We got the Phonograph Blues, Dead Shrimp Blues, Crossroad Blues. Again, a mainstay of Clapton's work, I believe from the Cream days. And he's still playing it in concert. It's probably on that live album that we talked about when we did Crossroads 2. Last Fair Deal, Going Down, Walkin' Blues, Steady Rollin' Man, Hellhound on My Trail, Malted Milk, Stop Breaking Down Blues, The Travelin' Riverside Blues, Love in Vain, and Milk Cow's Calf Blues. And that's just a handful of ones off here. Like I say, there's 42 tunes on here. But if you haven't heard him before, it's really an interesting album. And again, he's on the streaming networks, you can hear. And it's just him and the guitar, and it's really amazing what he can do as a player. I know there was some folk lore going around, especially when you hear the Crossroads album or song there, where Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil to be able to have such success and such talent. Who knows, eh? But interesting other fact, he's another one of those fellows that had a big impact on music, but died quite early, 27 years old. That sound familiar? Late 20s. We were talking Jim Morrison, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin. There seems to be something about not hitting 30 with some of these people and how big an impact they have on music at those early years. This one has been around for a while. I think you can probably get this on the streaming network. Certainly hard copies are available. You may find a lot of other versions on the streaming networks, releases of his tunes. There was only so many recorded. He had 2 recording sessions, like I said, so there's not a lot out there, but you may find a lot of different versions or tributes to him. Again, he had a big impact on the music of my era, the rock musicians that were coming up then. And I went back just to check out and see what all this buzz was, why they were so excited about what he was doing and what they were emulating. And it was certainly a worthwhile visit back. So well worth checking out. That's it for today. A new box set. Robert Johnson, The Complete Recordings. Check it out. Hope to see you on Wednesday. We'll be doing a Christmas album. And until then, everybody stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.